Hey, what's up, everybody? JC here. Everybody gather around. JC in the house. You know what time it is. But yeah, though, tonight's topic is women get played by the good men as well. The supposedly good men, that guys fail to realize that women get burned by as well. Um, so yeah, everybody gather around. JC in the house. But yeah, though, I did want to say, you know. As far as women choose all type of men, broke men with money, men that have cars, men that living in their mama's basement, they choose all type of men. And a lot of men tend to think that, women are just out here messing around with thugs and gangbangers and stuff like that. But the reality is, women choosing all type of men. They choosing men that have money, that have jobs, careers, businesses, corporations, and they dealing with dudes who broke, living at McDonald's, working at McDonald's, Burger King, Walmart, etc. But the thing about it is, where you work at doesn't determine your character. It doesn't determine your what kind of morals you have, what kind of standards you have. You know what I'm saying? That's just what you do. What's going on, Yolanda, Asia, Jane, Monique? But yeah, though, that's just what you do. That's not who you are. And I feel like a lot of women, I feel like a lot of men overstate that because she's dealing with a man who might have been in and out of prison, that he's not a good dude, or etc. Or the guy who's working at a Fortune 500, he's supposedly the good dude. Newsflash is women choosing all types of men. Like I said before, they choose men with money, without money, but it doesn't determine a person's character. You know what I'm saying? And, we keep talking about choose better, choose better, choose better, when a lot of men are a lot of wolves in sheep's clothing. They're not being honest with themselves. So when they meet a woman, they're not being honest with her. You know what I'm saying? And then a lot of men, they try to, put on masks and pretend that, oh, I'm this good guy, I'm this guy that, there for you because you're ride or die. But a lot of times they just a wolf, And like I said, it's hard for a woman really to choose a lot better because a lot of times, a lot of guys, they like to put on masks, You know what I'm saying? Even when guys get married, they still have on a mask sometimes, not always, but, that's why I always said that in the dating game, I feel like women always have the hardest in dating because you really don't know people's intentions. Guys aren't being honest with you. They're rather backdoor you. They'd rather tell you what you want to hear as opposed to just telling you about their intentions. Like, look, they just want sex. Let her know that. Why sit there and act like you are in a relationship just to have sex with her? That's being lying. You're lying and you're being deceitful to that woman. And then you're worrying about why she has trust issues, why she doesn't trust guys, because, guys aren't being straightforward. They're not being honest with themselves. You know what I'm saying? So what's going on, Portland, DeAndre? Everybody feel free to ask any questions and stuff or add on to the discussion. But, like I said before, you're talking about a good man. What is a good man? Like, he has honor, integrity. He's all about his family oriented. He's a provider, and you know what I'm saying? He's gonna do what he gotta do to make ends meet. He take care of his parents, his family members, his woman first. Like I said, you judge a man on how he judges a woman. You know what I'm saying? If he's not treating a woman in his life with respect, he's not a good man. I don't care about how much money that man makes. I don't care how many businesses he owns. If he's not treating a woman in his life correctly or properly, then he's not a good man to me. If he doesn't have honor, he doesn't have integrity, then he's not a good man to me because he lacks those characteristics. And that's what you got to be mindful of when you're out here dating and stuff like that. Because, like I said, guys, we can't be manipulative as far as putting on different masks and stuff just to try to see what the woman says. But then you're gonna put the blame on her and talking about, oh, you should have chose better. A lot of times, a lot of dudes, they can disguise, even until 5, 6, 2, 3 years in a relationship or even into a marriage. Guys can put on a fake. So, all this whole talking about choose better. There are not that many viable options out there for a lot of women. If you think about it, it's like either you're gonna deal with a man that's controlling, narcissistic. He might be on a down low. He might be a good man, but he might not be compatible for you. So it's also what you got to worry about too. He can be a good brother, working every day, take care of his kids, family, but y'all might not be compatible. Y'all might be unequally yoked at the same time. So that's what we gotta realize too. When it comes down to you choosing a good man, etc. Like I said, a lot of men are actors playing roles, and I feel like as men, it's our job to hold other men accountable. When we see any kind of BS, we gotta point it out and send a brother to the side and tell him, like, look, that's not cool how you treating her. That's not cool. Have respect for her. That's somebody's daughter. That's somebody's mother. That's somebody's grandmother that you treat badly. And it's on the men to hold other men accountable. And then also too, we gotta quit pointing the fingers. And also too, if we keep talking about, only the Pookie, the Ray Rays are knocking these women up, then that tells you that indirectly we're saying that a lot of brothers are Pookie and Ray Rays in disguises. Like I said, there's so many women that can attest to guys that, good guys, not never been to jail, not doing any kind of drugs, alcohol abuse. It's just for some reason he comes crazy. He turns manipulative. He becomes a narcissistic. What's going on? What's going on, Faison? What's going on, Perlish? Yolanda? What's going on, everybody? But yeah, though, like I said, as far as a good man, like, where all the good men at, it's like, it's really tough to tell, because you can have a brother, and like I said, he works at 9 to 5, get up and go to work, but he's still not treating you with respect, And then the fact that we, as brothers, only thing we care about how much money you making, but how many brothers actually sit down and be like, hey, how are you treating your woman? How's your woman ate? How are you treating her? How are you treating her family? How are you treating her kids? Like, not enough brothers are pulling brothers to the side and letting them giving them that talk. So, really, it's really on the men to set the example, set leadership. I feel like we're lacking leadership as men, and there's not enough leaders and not enough brothers out there to go around. And I don't feel like women should settle, because I don't feel like having a piece of a man, you have a whole man. I feel like you having a piece of a man, you still have a grown boy. You still not dealing with a grown man. You still have a piece of him. But a lot of times, a lot of women, they out here, they settling. Because some women, they feel like they need a man, they need somebody to sleep next to, and they want that companionship, they want that type of love that they yearn for. But at the same time, you got to be with the right person. Got to be the right person with the right intentions to come in your life. Like I said, your life shouldn't be no visitation center. You should want somebody to have a permanent residency in your life home and make sure that, everything is running nice and smooth, Like I said before, you the CEO of your life. You pick and choose who you want. You got to have your own standards, your own intuition, and make sure you disqualify brothers who don't meet your criteria, And you have to be comfortable being alone, and then to make sure that you make the right decision for whoever you want to be the captain or the leader of your ship, Like I said, it's a tough task for a lot of women, especially the ones that really do want a family. It's in their mid-30s, the clock is ticking, but they really want a family, but they also want a husband, but also the ones that are trying to wait for the husband to come find them. It's still it's still a lot of work to be done. You think about it. She wants to wait to have kids and looking for want her husband to find her. But a lot of men, as far as their priorities, are not really straightforward. So I always felt that it's always tougher for the woman to go out here and date because you really don't. There's not really much out here. You think about it. It's not to say there's not any good men out here. There's good men out here, but it's either they're too shy to approach, don't have the confidence to approach, or they're because of bad experiences, they just kind of giving up on women, or deciding to go their own way. So, like I said, it's gonna be a challenge for a woman to choose as far as a good mate, but I do feel like it's possible if you know who you are, self-identity, self-love, then you can find that person. But it's gonna take some time of healing within yourself to know about a good man as far as is the person right for you? Because some guys they want to be there for a season, some guys want to be there in longevity, but according to your core values, you should know what you want and what you expect of a man. And, don't sit there and settle because you don't think the man's going to be right for you. They'll settle. Just stay true to your core and find that person who's right for you. What's going on, Dakisha? How you doing? But yeah, though, like I said before, I know as far as the good men, like I said, there's good men out here, but they're really hard to have. So when you have one, you gotta change your mindset as far as all men aren't about nothing. Your mindset gotta change for that man to find you, because a lot of times brother will find you and you're so broken from the other men, previous relationships, that you end up messing with that brother's psyche, because you haven't taken the time to heal yourself, and that's important to have that self-healing, self-therapy, and knowing who you are. Because when the king arrives, he want to know that you're ready, And a lot of times, a lot of women, they fear that because they never had that type of security of a man being there for her. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of work that men have to do as far as holding each other accountable. But like I said before, a woman can get played by all type of men. Men that working in 9 to 5, men in the barbershop, men the CEO, men that are manager, supervisor, that got money. So it's not about the job. It's about where the man's heart is, where his character is, where his core values are. And a lot of times, the job, whatever he has, that's what he brings out. It doesn't mean that's who he is, So what's going on, Tammy? What's going on, everybody? But yeah, though, like I said, that's all I wanted to say for tonight. Everybody, thanks for watching. Feel free to share the video with everybody. And everybody, y'all have a blessed night. Peace.